Hey everyone! The star of today's champion spotlight is one tricky customer. The embodiment of mischief, chaos, and cunning. Meet Loki the Deceiver. Introduced as part of the Asgard Divide event, alongside 3 other legendaries inspired by Norse mythology, Loki is a master of manipulation and misdirection. Despite his penchant for convoluted schemes, recruiting Loki the Deceiver couldn't be easier. Simply join the Loki Chase event by logging into Raid for 7 days between August 21st and November 22nd to add this devious fellow to your collection. Important note, you need to have started the Loki Chase by October 24th in order to get Loki via this method. So get going ASAP. Don't worry if you haven't reached day 7 by that point, you'll still have until November 22nd to get there. But October 24th is the cutoff for starting the Loki Chase. Like with Chronicler Adolin, there's an extra 7 days of goodies after you earn Loki, as well as an entire second phase of rewards. So keep playing after day 7 and rack up points in the second phase of the Loki Chase to get even more useful resources, and enough souls to increase Loki's awakening level to 5. Now, let's see what this trickster has in store for us. Loki doesn't like things to be straightforward, so we're starting this spotlight with his passive skill. Like most people, Loki doesn't enjoy getting hit. Lucky for him, Missed Step allows Loki to avoid damage entirely. First off, Loki gets a perfect veil buff for 2 turns at the beginning of each round, which already makes him untargetable by most single-target skills. That perfect veil gets reapplied for 1 turn whenever Loki falls under 50% HP. On top of that, Loki gets a 15% chance of evading all damage and effects from enemy skills. We're not talking about reducing incoming damage to 0, we're talking dodging an attack entirely. Whenever Loki's under the effects of Veil or Perfect Veil, that evade chance doubles. You didn't think catching the Deceiver would be easy, did you? And if he's below half health, Loki evades the next attack automatically. Although this guaranteed evade goes on cooldown after that, the regular chance to avoid attacks remains. Man, this guy's tougher to catch than a sea serpent covered in baby oil. Now let's check out Loki's default skill, Flames of Mischief. This one is pretty straightforward. He attacks all enemies and has a chance to increase the duration of all debuffs on them by 1 turn. If Loki is concealed by a Veil or Perfect Veil buff, that chance increases from 30% to 50%. Loki will take any opportunity to spread some chaos. The next skill on our list is Deceiver's Gambit, and it has some great utility. You can choose either an enemy or an ally as the target, and you'll get wildly different effects in each case. If you target an enemy, Loki has a chance to apply block active skills and block buffs for 2 turns. If he uses Deceiver's Gambit while under the effects of any Veil buff, he also spreads 2 random debuffs from the target to all other enemies. Blocking the whole team's skills is quite the enticing prospect. On the other hand, if one of Loki's allies isn't doing so hot, he can target them instead, healing them by 50% of his max HP and hiding them with a Perfect Veil buff for 2 turns. If Loki is under Veil or Perfect Veil, he will spread one of the target's buffs to the rest of the team as well. He can even target himself for a quick heal and a helpful Veil buff. Finally, we have Bandit Flash. Loki targets 1 enemy and gets a chance to steal all buffs and turn meter. Once again, using this skill while under an active Veil or Perfect Veil is much better, as it makes both effects irresistible. Like a thief in the night, Loki's here, and then he's gone. But even if he fails to steal the target's turn meter, it's not a complete bust. He'll fill the turn meter of all allies by 15% instead. A good bandit always needs a backup plan. There's one more bonus to wrap things up. Loki places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Loki loves to let others fight for him, so give him a helping hand. All right, that's it for the skills. Tactical recap time. Loki the Deceiver is a support champion in every sense. He's pretty tough to kill thanks to his misstep passive, and he has plenty of ways to mess with the enemy through debuffing or manipulating their buffs. On the flip side, Loki really isn't much of a brawler, so don't expect him to solo the Hydra. No, this trickster works best from the shadows. Give him someone to hide behind while he schemes, and he'll work wonders in plenty of scenarios. You might also want to bring another champion who can cast Veil or Perfect Veil to keep Loki concealed and his skills working at peak effectiveness. As for gear, you'll definitely want accuracy and speed. Some HP can be useful to empower Loki's Trickster's Gambit heal, but consider this as a nice-to-have rather than an essential. Loki is a champion who will greatly benefit from gear sets that decrease skill cooldowns. Both his active skills are pretty powerful, so you'll want to use them often. The new Feral set, attainable in the Siege mode, may be a good fit for him as well, thanks to its accuracy and speed-boosting capabilities. Plus, the ability to prevent an enemy's polymorph blessing going off isn't too shabby either. Other than that, check out some suggestions on the screen and build Loki as you would any debuff specialist. And that's all for today's Spotlight. Keep your wits about and don't trust Loki's honeyed words. There's a reason he's called the Deceiver, you know. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more raid goodness. We still have plenty of awesome things to share with you in the future. Until then, happy raiding!